This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and tonight is Friday, March the 24th. Can you believe almost 3 months in 2023 are almost over with? How does that happen? Time moves fast. Time moves fast. Welcome to my desk, and I hope that you're having a good Friday, a good start to the week. Yeah. Okay. Let me get out to my YouTube channel to welcome folks in. Woo! It's always a scurry for me to even get what I what I think I'm going to do ready. So we got one person out there. And it's Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my chat. Welcome to my channel. Folks will be coming in. Folks will be filing in. It takes a bit. It takes a bit for them to realize I'm on. It takes a bit for notifications to go out. Whew. Oh my goodness. How are you doing, Joyce? I have mint tea. Been taking a little bit of a break here. What's this? Oh, that's one of those. Okay. Well, Joyce, it might be you and me tonight. But that's quite all right. Oh, there's more people coming in. My stream freezes on my tablet. I don't know why. I only see Joyce. Let me refresh it. I have to refresh it to see folks coming in. There's Riri. Hi, Riri. How are you doing? How are you doing? So good to see you. Hi, Sharon. Welcome, Sharon Lombard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Riri. And there's Melody. We want to know how you are, Riri. I had a tassel giveaway. I haven't got them sent out yet. But Nina wanted you, Riri, to have the one that she won. I just haven't got them sent out yet. You guys, I went outside today around the yard. The daffodils are coming up. The crocuses are coming up. The irises are peeking through. Welcome, everybody. Let me fix the quality. From 144 to at least 720. My tablet is older. It only goes up to 720. My camera up above only goes to 722. So, this is a little matchbook journal that I made was it Sunday evening? I got the idea of it out of the Somerset magazine. And we made it in one setting. Was it Friday evening or Thursday morning? I can't remember. I cannot remember. I think it was Friday evening. But it's made with tea bags. And I just used ephemera that was, well, I cut these out of a history book. And I just have 10 pages, and I put ephemera on the front, and then on the back, I just put some sort of a backing interest thing. No focal image, just, well, maybe the focal image for the cameos there. So that was fun to do, and it was quick and it was fast. And then I have it closure with a tea bag thing here, which gets caught on the little clock. Come on, I have to close it upside down. Yeah, it's caught on the clock. Get off of the clock. There we go. Oh, that's good enough for now. So I did get some happy mail. I don't know who sent this. I'll find out when I open it. It is from Arkansas. Arkansas. So let's go ahead and open this and see what this is all about. I love these little envelopes that are a solid color because I turn them inside out and use them as ephemera packages. Can I get my hand in there? Can I get my fingers in there? I guess it opens on this side. This feels like it might be tatting thread. Is this something I ordered? I ordered some stuff, but I don't know. This may not be Happy Mail from a friend. It may be from a friend too. I don't know. I don't remember ordering any of this. But let's open it up and see what it is. Oh, it is. It's green. Did I order this? Or is this a gift? I think it's a gift. No, it's just... I might have ordered this. I ordered some stuff off of eBay. I don't know where this came from. I think I might have ordered this. If you sent it to me, whoever... It's from Arkansas. If somebody sent this to me, speak up. But I think I ordered this off of eBay. I didn't expect it to be here so soon. It's kind of a greenish blue tatting thread. So I'm going to be playing with that. Woohoo! I do think that this is what I ordered. I'll put that over. I've been playing with my tatting, but I didn't bring it in. I didn't bring it in tonight. You order stuff, Meri, and you don't even remember what you ordered? Well, I do. I think this, well, I ordered some, boy, this is an awful big box for it. Let's just open it first and see. I don't want to speak out of turn here. This is from Amazon. I did some Amazon orders, which is why that other one surprised me. I think this is, I ordered some Fabri-Tac. Yeah, that's what this is. And of course, it's got the bubble. Fabri-Tac. I ordered some of that because I want to see if that holds down the sticker paper. I have tried double-sided tape. I've tried glossy accents. I've tried fine art glitter glue. Nothing is holding down. It'll stick it while it's wet, but when it dries, I can just pull it right apart. So I'm going to see if Fabri-Tac will hold that stick. Otherwise, I'll just, if I want to use those pages in my journal, I'll just have to, I'll have to stitch them in. And then this other one, I ordered what they call a padding Picasso gauge. And I'll just show it to you guys. If you don't tat, this probably will not be of much interest to you, but, and I just love that they put all of this in here. And what else did I get here? Oh, I got a shuttle tatter. I'm going to try some shuttle tatting and compare the difference between shuttle tatting and needle tatting. And this, oh, I ordered some tiny magnets. Wow, they are small. 10 plus. Oh, it says 100 pack. But this says 10 plus. There are not 100 in here. Let's see if there's 100 in there. I saw Jamie use what they call them, earth magnets. This does not feel like 100 magnets. If there are 100 magnets in there, they're awfully, awfully tiny. Let's get this out here. Oh, they are real tiny. So are there 50 of them each way? Wow. Let me stand up and show you these. Wow. Do you think there's 50 of them in a row? There might be. Wow, those are super tiny. I wasn't expecting them to be that tiny. But we'll use them for something. It says it's 100 pack, 2 millimeter by 1 millimeter, tiny, needy, neodymium magnet. Warning, small magnets. Reduce banding these magnets. Must know. I can't read that. Reduce handling these magnets. You must know these magnets must be kept from children, and if swallowed, medical attention is required. Well, I don't have to worry about children, and I'm just surprised there's 50 of them in each row. That doesn't feel like 100 magnets. And then here's the Picasso gauge. Let me take this out and show it to you. I have to learn how to use this. I've just been using my finger as a gauge. I kind of eyeball it. This is so you get when you're tatting, you get your little loops, your little Picasso loops the same length. When does it open up over here? Yeah. And I found a source to I think she'll teach us how to use this. Well, only hers is by Handy Hands. This one is by Laces, which is a good lace company anyway. Let me open this up. Come on, get out of here. Cut it, Meri, cut it. I can just hear Dee Dee say, cut it, Meri. I might have to. I don't want to. Where's that hemostat? Let's get my fingernail file in there. It's stuck in there. Is it glued in there? Cut it, Meri. I think it's attached in there. There it goes. Oh, and then it's got another seal on it, another packaging. I got a case that my paintbrushes came in that I've been putting all my tatting supplies in. But see, these are the different length. When you're making your Picassos, you can kind of gauge the length. And all it is stair step. And then here you can gauge your needle size and your thread size. It's called a Picasso gauge. So I'll put all of these in that. And then I got a tatting shuttle. And I'm going to try a little shuttle tatting just to show the difference. I know for a fact I'm more comfortable with needle tatting. So let me put this in that box so I don't lose them. And that is all. I thought that one package in the pink was from somebody, but it was, I think I ordered that tatting thread. And that should go in that box too. Let me reach over here and put it in the box. There. Okay, who's out there? Who came in while I was, let me refresh my chat and go up to the top and welcome everybody in. I'll get my fabric tack. We're going to play with that too. Find a space for it on my rack here. There we go. Okay. Joyce is here, and Riri and Sharon Lombard. Welcome, ladies. They're welcome. Melody, Sharon, Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Brenda Ashford. Welcome, Brenda. Brenda A. Sherry Van. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, Lizzie Brewer. Meri, did you ever try the encaustic wax and iron I sent you? I'm using the iron. I need to get out the encaustic and try it. I haven't been using your encaustic wax because I'm a hoarder. It's too nice to use until I learn more. But I will get it out. I'm glad you mentioned it because I've been wanting to do some more batik. Lizzie, are you still here, Lizzie? So I guess that's a half of a yes. I did like that little iron, and I did use it. I know that's for batik. I think, did I use it on my melted crayons, or I can't remember what I used it for, but I like that iron because it's a nice solid iron. The little iron that I have, I like it. It gets hot, but it's a little, let me get it out here without spilling everything. I don't call it very solid because I tend to press a lot, and look how this handle, someday I'm going to break that handle. I wish this handle had a piece right in here. And this is just a little craft iron. It works okay. You can put water in it. I don't put steam in it. I think that's what this is for here. You can see I don't use it. But you got me wanting to do some batik now, Lizzie. Hi, Dixie Doodles and Riri and Lizzie and Brenda. Hi, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Glad to have you join us tonight. Chris, I want to know, do you regularly go on Sunday mornings? I know I went on last Sunday morning for the Third Art Sunday prompt that Jamie was doing. And I noticed that after I signed off, you were on. And I was wondering if I broke in on your time. I kind of lose track of Sunday mornings. If I broke in on your time, I certainly apologize. But if that was just a pop-up, I'd kind of like to know. In case, so I won't do it again. I don't. Let's see. Lizzie says, I used to put the wax right on the iron and iron it onto paper or wood. It's not only for batik. Oh, that's interesting, Lizzie. I've never heard of putting it right on the iron and iron it on paper or wood. Hi, Artedar. Welcome, Artedar. Artedar. Well, what I thought I'd do tonight is something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. And you know, you guys, I washed out my paint brushes and got fresh paint water. I washed out all my dirty paint brushes and got fresh paint water. I'm so proud of myself for doing that. I've been really lax. I've been reading a lot. So what I want to do, and I think this paper, I can't remember the measurements. Let me measure. 11 by wow, 17. 11 by 17. If I fold this in half, it's 8.5 this way and 11 that way, which is good. What I want to do, and if you probably saw it in my title, I'm just going to start folding these in half. I've been wanting to do something for a long, long time. I want to do a doodle, an art journal for doodles. And the way I'm going to do this is, I'm not going to bind it tonight. I'm not going to bind it. Same way with my desk art journal. I have found out that I like to work loose sleeve. I just have more control over what I'm doing. But what I want to do, and we're going to wait for a few more people to come in. I want to do a doodle art journal, and then I'm going to categorize them by, and I'll probably cut these in half rather than fold them in half. Let's cut them in half because I think I want to put them in a binder so that I can flip through them. And then I've only folded a couple of these. Then, so I won't be binding them. I'll be punching holes and put them in a notebook is what I'm saying. I only did 2 of them. And I want to do them, kind of categorize them. And I kind of want to have a library. I'm going to call it my Doodle Art Library. And I want it in a book so that I'm going to categorize them and number them so that if I want to pull a doodle for something, of course I can't do all of these at once. What do you think, Meri? One, two, I should be able to do 3. And I'm going to have to pull this open. This won't take long to cut these. So what is everybody up to this weekend? What's on your desk? What are you working on? Hi, Allie K. It's good to see you, Allie K. So this is 17 inches wide, so half of that is 8.5, which is good. So my papers here will be 8.5 by 11. Did I cut that at 8 or 8.5? No, I cut it at 8.5. Good. I get a little addled at times. 8.5. Don't forget tomorrow. I'll be on early in the morning tomorrow. Saturday morning is our 4th Art Saturday Hop. We have a nice participation. It isn't quite as many as usual. I think spring kind of got away from a lot of us, me included. I've been having a serious case of cabin fever. I can't wait to get outside and I think what I'm going to do, Laura Vasquez sent me some seeds, and I think I'm going to start planting some of those. I bought some potting soil. I'm going to start planting some of those in starter ones, especially the herbs I might just keep indoors on the windowsill because my sun impatient and my poinsettias are, well, you know, they've lived their long life. All right, that's enough pages for tonight. All right. Close this up. So let me... And of course it's on the very bottom of everything. What you want always on the very bottom. Let me dig them out. I want my super tips. And this art journal, now I had to put release paper on that. I don't know what happened to the release paper. It came off. Let me put some release paper on that. Luckily, I save it. This one is made out of a Childcraft magazine. I'm going to use it for my front porch art journal this year. Let me open it up. I just haven't bound anything in there yet. Let me put some paper on here so it doesn't stick onto everything. I don't know. Things get, you know, as they get bumped around and everything. Let's put this here. There we go. This will just hold it until I decide how I'm going to cover it. Put this back. But these are the I think I've already bound these together. These are already, but they're going to go inside. And I'm going to use this as a front porch journal. I only brought it out because it's on top of what I'm digging for here, which are I want my super tips. Becky sent me a whole package of super tips, and like I am with Lizzie's wax batik stuff, I'm hoarding them. You should not hoard your art supplies like that, because if you have them, you should use them. That's what Tim Holt says. You better use them while you can. Let me put this. I'm going to have an issue with this, I think. This book, I'll just put it there for now. Oh. All right. And what I'm going to do is get this paper out. I might have to adjust my desk a little. These are my super tips. And here it was a stationery card box at one time. You know, I picked this stuff up, but these are all my super tips, and I got more in here. Those are the ones I've been using. So, yeah, for now, I'm just going to set them over on this other cart to get things out of the way. All right, let me get my camera, my phone. I have a list here that I sent to myself. This is a lot of what I did this afternoon. Find my email and get into it. Wait a minute, I'm not into me here. Whoops. Whoops. Where am I? Wait a minute. Here I am. All right. And let me get into it here. I'm going to put a link into the chat as soon as I get to it. Come on, be good. Copy URL. And let me come into my chat here. Be patient, I'm slow. You're going to try some origami fish? Oh, that's cool. You have just a few scavenger hunt 2023. Allie K says they're expecting snow tomorrow. Wow. Paste. Okay. This is a link, and let's make sure it works. Sometimes they get a little long, and I have to put them in a tiny URL. Is it going to work? My tablet? Yeah. All right. What you see there is a search to the public domain library at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Now, they have other collections, but if you see filter by, and then under it says open access, you know that you have a public domain image at the Met. And there are thousands of images out there. One of my favorite things to do is to just spend 3 or 4 hours looking at images, and they inspire me. So, and what I want to do, and I've done this before in my streams. Let me grab the first one, and let me put it in chat. The first one just says peace. Let me paste it in there. And let me go to it on my phone here. Peace. And what it is just a fabric piece. Well, let's read about it. piece. It's French, by the way. Artwork details, 1805 to 1815 French. It's on silk, and it's woven. It's a gift of the United Peace Dye Works, 1936. And then they got articles and a timeline of history and related art pieces. But what I like to do is come in here, and I get so inspired. I like to go in and look at the object, and this one I can pretty much expand and do my doodles off of it. So that's what I'm going to do. And let me hold this up so you can see. I put the link in there so you guys could go to it and look at it yourself if you want to follow along. I'm going to build a doodle library. And this is going to be one of my first pieces. Now, I have done doodles off of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, a couple years ago, too. And so you might see me duplicate some of these, but I want to build a library. And that is what I'm going to work on tonight. So I hope I don't bore you with doing this, but this is something that, these are not hard doodles, and you can follow along if you wish. I'm going to get a piece of paper to put under that. And I want to make them fairly large, and I'm not going to worry about my ink going to the back. I expect that to happen. So let me get out a decent pen. Let me test it here. I think this one, yeah, this one's good. So I'm just going to work on the center floral. And I like how these little tulips face down. Now I may not do the entire piece. I might do some leaves off over here. By the way, did you watch Barb Owen today? I just watched, I was in and out. She's doing a beautiful box, collaging on her box, and I was in there when she was cutting out her leaf forms or floral forms, whatever you want to call them. And I think she ended up stenciling them on or stamping them on. So I'm just going to start here. These are very, very simple. I'm going to start with the center one. And I think you can see it fairly well. If I zoom in any more, you won't see my paper. So if I want this kind of for like a reference. And I might end up putting the link of where I got this from. And this doesn't have to be perfect. These are doodles. These are doodles. These aren't meant in any sense of the word. It's just like if you're relaxed and you know what this helps me do is I haven't lost my mojo, but I haven't been doing much art lately. And this just helps me. The last couple things that I've done has just helped me get into the groove of doing art. See how simple that is? Really, it's an upside down tulip. Now, I won't have room to do, so I'm not even going to attempt it. I might do the swirls up and down. But let's come down and do this portion. I've done the two little triangles. Two little triangles, diamond shapes here and here. So inside of that diamond shape is a piece that comes down, and because it's woven, it's kind of jagged, but I'm not going to make mine jagged. I'm just going to draw straight lines. Let's see, I want it more like that. And then there's a centerpiece coming in like something like that. And then it comes out Oh, let's go ahead and do, now see, mine's kind of slanted. Mine isn't nice and straight because I didn't do it nice and straight, but it's a doodle. That's my excuse. Mine is blowing in the wind. All right, it come like this. Oh, it comes down like this. And this just helps you not only get back into the groove, it just helps you, especially when you go hunting for things to do, for images to work on, you start to realize how much art people before you have done. Let's see, I don't think I can come down anymore there. Let's do, this piece goes up this way, and then there's another flower that comes out, and it's over here. And it kind of comes out like that, the same type thing. And the more you do these, like I haven't done this for a while, so I'm kind of fresh at it. Like I didn't get that as straight as I would have liked, but oh well. And then it comes down like that. There's nothing hard about this, and don't berate yourself if it's not perfect, because we're not perfect. I'm certainly not perfect. Okay, now there's a stem that goes from here to here, like that, and this actually goes up a little higher. And then there's another stem that comes behind it, like this, and then over here, this flower gets hidden. So you just see a part of it. And you just see maybe about that much of it. And there's kind of little round dots at the end of these stem openings here. Kind of little round dots. And then there's kind of like little, well, you shouldn't see it on that one. I put it in there. There's little diamonds in there. And then there's a leaf shape coming in here. Sort of like that. And then this piece down here has, and this is actually more elegant than I have it, but it's got a little piece, round piece coming out here, which goes this way, and there's a little, kind of like a little stand in there, and another piece coming out that way. And once you get these colored, which I'm going to do, and then there's another piece that, and this will probably be all I can get on it, kind of comes out. Now I could do this again, but I'm not going to. It kind of comes out like that. I could do it again. I kind of got it angled. I think that's because I'm drawing like that. And then this has a little piece coming down. And then on the other side, well, in here, there's a circle that kind of comes around, 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 like so. And he comes clear up this way, and then he comes back around this way. And then there's sort of a little a little leaf shape coming off of this. And it actually comes down in like that. And then there's a little flower in here. So it's just kind of fun to, it's kind of fun to do this, to tell you the truth. And what I want to do is put all of these in a journal. That one just kind of got, it is what it is, what it is. All right, now let's see if I can do the other side. So I drew this flower here first, so it comes down like this, comes up, has a center that comes in, and has those little, whoops, and it comes out like that. Maybe not quite so far, but that's how mine comes down and goes up this way. And then how this one is hidden, the one over here, is also kind of hidden. All you see is the center petal, which kind of comes like so. And then the little floral comes out this way. And there's a little diamond in there. And I'm going to hide a little diamond in there. And this way. Now, this piece comes here. And then there's a piece that comes under it that goes over to this one. And there's a little leaf in there. It's kind of lopsided here, but that's okay. I'm all right with it. Now, this kind of comes out, and I see it better. I see it better over here than I do over here, just the nature of the photography. This circle comes out like so. And I'm just going to make it come on down about the same size if I can. Like so. Around, 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 around. And let's go back. And you can do this 2 or 3 times to perfect it if you want. I'm not going to worry about perfecting mine. And then there's a flower shape in here. I can't wait for spring to come. All right, something like that. And then on here, there's all these floral lengths around it. And I could just put a few just to remind me what they look like. They're very simple. They go like that. And there's a branch and a little bud and a little bud and another leaf, something like that. And then the same way on the other side, kind of comes out like that. It has a little bud. And this isn't meant to match up in any sense of the word. This is just reminded me that it has a kind of like a laurel around it. And then because it's fabric, I can see the fabric stripes in there. I can see the weaving in here. They're very diagonal lines. And I'm only going to put them on the bottom here. All right. But color that now. Let's get out. Now, this is not colored, but this is just doodling. This is just doodling, and I'm going to build a journal of these. I was doing them in my journals, whatever I was doing that month, but let's get out some colors here. Get out some that actually work. Pinks, and I think a lot of my colors are, I'm just going to pull some greens, different colors of greens, maybe a brown, and maybe a red to reddish to accent it. Let's see what happens there. Pull a blue. I don't know, these, I haven't used them in a long time. I do have others that I kind of like to use what I have. Let's start off with this. And let's just, oh yeah, it's coloring it pretty good. What I like about, now this is not a super tip. This is a crazy art. This is one that was left by my rather significant other's grandkids. They didn't get used much, I don't think. So, but they're still good. Look, they're still good. But what I like about these, not only are they water soluble, I'm not going to use water on this, but they are, they have nice coverage. Very nice coverage. Oops, I'm out of frame, aren't I? Let me zoom out a little. Let me zoom out. I'm sorry. It's in frame up here. It's not in frame on my, whoops, you got me in there. Is that better? Not much. Let me zoom out a little more. You get me. Okay, now let's tip it that way. I got a plaid shirt on tonight. All right, that should be better. And I think I'm off my red dot here. Let me get back into live and let me refresh my chat. You've been doing day camp. Brenda says, I've been doing day camp since 1986, sometimes 2 camps in 1 year, or 3 camps. It's getting harder as I get older. I want to keep it at it until I can't. My heart really isn't in it as much. Oh, right now. Hi, Kathy, Calico Kate. She says, take care of yourself. I think she's asking Riri how she is. Riri says, I'm better. The pacemaker was installed a week ago. So far, so good. Thanks for asking. Well, that's good news, Riri. Brenda says, my leaders that have girls coming haven't picked a date. I get them to do that since I have no kids. I just round up and bring all the stuff out and have fun. I've been doing small challenges to kickstart myself. Good for you, Brenda. Good for you. Chris is here. Brenda says, I need to get myself sorted. I'm supposed to direct day camp in June, and I struggled to make a few ATCs. I need 4. 2 that are crafts activities times 5 days multiplied by 20 or so girls. Oh my goodness. You got to get organized for that, Brenda. Lena popped into one of my chats last week just to say hello, Riri. And Barb mentioned Lena in her stream this afternoon. Barb said she's seen Lena out on Instagram. Lena has put up a few pictures on Instagram. I haven't seen them. My Instagram activity is just about slowed the same as my YouTube activity. But Lena popped in just to say hello. Well, I made that when I made that card, I think she popped in to say hello. It was about a week or so ago. And she said, when she popped in, she said she was doing much better, but, you know, she still has issues with her hands. Angie says, I just popped in to say hello, Meri. I can't stay. Yeah, Keisha has a sale going on tonight. I spent my budget, I think last week sometime or the week before. I spent my budget. I can't go to Keisha's or I'll go broke. I'll go broke if I go to Keisha's stream. I'm waiting for it to come though. I'm very anxious for my Keisha order to come. And of course I'll show it all to you, but all right. What did I do for the cap with this? What did I do with the cap? You know, I should take the caps off and put them in a certain spot because I end up losing them. Where did it run off to? Allie, do you see my cap to this pink pin? I don't see it. Did it fall off on the floor? Let me check the floor. No, there's fabric on the floor. And there's tape. Double-sided tape, a roll of double-sided tape. Where's this cap to this pin? What did... Oh, I see that fell off when I got those out. That annoys me when I do this stuff. Yeah, it's on the floor. Here it is. There it is, Allie. It's right in the center of my paper now. So let's do the green. Green stem here. Let's see. These get a look, because I've used these and they were used. This is still the ones that belong to my brother's significant other's grandchildren. I guess they would be his step-grandchildren. Yeah, it's getting pretty used up, that one is. Let's try, they're about the same. Oh, this one's darker. That's good. And we're going to let that one be lighter, and we're going to bring this one. So this is just, I'm just going to doodle tonight. I'm just going to relax and have fun. I put the link into the piece in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Maybe I should pin it. Let me pin it. If I can. Come on. Pin message. This is the link to the JPEG of the piece that I'm doodling. And I'm just picking out parts of it. Now, when I put this in my journal, I'll probably poke holes on the sides here. So I guess I want to leave a little bit of a border. I'm not going to put anything on the inside. And I'm making them fairly large. So I won't always make them this large, but so that I can see. And I think I'll write the reference on here. I got the reference in on my phone. And I'm going to tag them like floral or shapes or squares, or you'll see as I go along here. This will be tagged floral. And then I'm going to make an index and I'm going to number them. All right. So this is really a part of the plant, I think. But I could call it a vase too. It's really, look, I didn't continue this. See, this is what happens. You don't continue it. Let's color this in. And it doesn't have to be, perfect in any sense of the word. It just has to be fun. Now, let me see. I think rather than sticking with the green here. And this is a super tip. I'm always putting the pin in the wrong end because it looks like it fits in there, but it doesn't. It goes on the other side. I think I'm going to do this in a dark blue, maybe down here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty dark blue. But let's just color it in. And, you know, I love how they flow. The color just flows on there. You don't see a lot of the streaks. You don't see a lot of streaking. In larger areas you will, but I like how it fills out the shape. And look how fast that went. Look how fast that went. And it's really two-dimensional. It's flat, like I haven't tried to put a lot of shading. I could come in with, let me put the cap back on this. Do I have the right side? Oh dear. I could come in with this darker maroonish pink, and let's do these flowers in that, and see how the more color you put on it, it's really turning out quite nice. And this is nice and simple. This doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to be a beautiful artist to do something like this. I'm going to make these little diamonds inner pieces here the same maroonish color. That'll give it a little bit of depth. And this really kind of reminds me of what a folk art would look like, although the piece that I took this off of certainly was not folk art. Now, let's see. I didn't draw see, I keep forgetting to draw there's another leaf shape that kind of comes out like that on this side. And I think I'll make them this dark blue. I'm going to put you want to get the caps back on these because they can dry out on you. I think I'm going to make these the dark blue. Let's just make it kind of come out like so. And let's make this top portion a dark blue. And we'll make the center one of those lighter greens, just to keep in sync with the colors that I'm using on here. Now, the set of super tips that Becky sent me, they're up on the shelf. I'm hoarding them. Becky says, don't hoard them. There are 80 colors in there, and there are no duplicates. You can get a set of 100, but what you get is 50, and you get 2 of each color. Let's see, I want one of these lighter greens, maybe. I think this one. Which one was the lighter one? Whoops, it wasn't that one. But let's go ahead and use it. And I'm not, if I don't color between the lines, that's not gonna, it's not gonna shake up my world if I go outside of the bounds a little. Oopsie doodle. And let's color the leaves. And note how when I put these horizontal line or diagonal lines in there, because they're black, they actually make this green look darker. This is the same green over here. And so you can shade things with a darker color, just a shape of a darker color if you want. And I'm just adding this extra little piece that was the laurel. I think I'm going to call it a laurel around there. And then I'm going to, let's put a little green dot in here. You can't see the one over there. This dark pink. We're gonna make these a dark pink. So you can just play. Just play. This is kind of like coloring in a way, but it's your own doodle coloring. I don't really call this color book coloring, although it kind of looks like it in a way. So there we go. So let me remind myself here. Let me get out a pen. This, I'm going to call it Floral 1, number 1. And I'm going to put from the Met, and then I'll write the link in later. I'm not going to put it all in there. And the title is just, well, let me see if I can't get the correct title. They just called it Peace on the, let's go in here. Come on. And did I have it out here? I got out of it. Peace. They called it Peace, but it's really just called Peace, but it's a woven textile from France. Title is Peace. And now I want to leave room for the link. Woven textile from France. And it's dated 1805 to 15. And I'll go back and put the link in. And then I'm just going to sign it. And this is March 24th. This is for my own reference, not so much that it's a piece of art, but, and I want to call it a doodle, but essentially I'm going to put it in my doodle library. But how cool is that? Now, when I get a whole book of these, and see the back, I'm going to leave the back just as it is. And I'm going to have to remember that I want to leave a left-hand margin on here. So let's pull out another piece of paper and go to another link. And I'll take a break between here. While we're chatting, I'll put this down here so you can see it. All right. Allie K says, you missed the dark pink petal. I did. Look at that. Allie K is the one I rely on to help me find things on my desk. She's very observant. She always points out stuff that, Meri, you missed the dark pink petal on there. It looks a little weird. I look at it in my tablet, and the first thing I see is this area. I see this area here, and when I look at it in real life, I know it's background. But when I look at it in my tablet, this looks like a shape in here, and I'm going, what is that? Especially if I'm looking at it from a distance. Middle flower. Yep, I got it. Thank you, Allie K. Hi, Becky. Becky said, I need to take my meds, but I also need to make the bed back up as I pulled the linens to wash, but I didn't make the bed up again. Oh, Becky. This is Becky's bed making day, Fridays. She pulls all her linens and I wait till my brother either goes to town or outside or doing something that he isn't going to want to go in to take a nap, and then I go pull all the blankets off of his bed and wash them. Wash my own. Good night, Riri. Have a good week. Becky said, I've not seen the last movie, so it was nice to see it. She was watching a movie? Yes, Allie, but only until March 1st. What is saying? Becky said, last day to watch all the movies in March 31st. It was nice to watch all those 3 over the last few days. The Lord of the Rings movies. Yeah, I got rid of Netflix sometime in February. Well, right before I was billed again, because I only watch Netflix over the Christmas holiday, because, you know, I've got Prime Video. I watch YouTube movies. I watch Dish. We can get Hallmark on our Dish channel. That's enough for me. I don't watch that much anymore. I watched a lot over Christmas, but I don't even get my. There's Lena. Somebody was asking about you, Lena. Of course, they probably saw you before I did. There's Lena. She says, hi, Becky. I'm a big fan of Tolkien. Well, you know, I'm not pronouncing it correct. It's good to see you, Lena. Barbara's showing all the Happy Mail you're going to get. You better get a nice little mailbox emptied. What else is going on here? Lena said, I tried to upload it to my channel after I realized that Barb Owen was collecting cards for me. It made me speechless and encouraged me to get back creating. We love our community. Good for you, Lena. Good for you. But you just take it as you can. Don't overdo yourself, you know. But you know yourself better than I do. Good to see you, Lena, if you're still out there. Riri says, I think YouTube changed my subscription status to your channel. I'm going to check it out and see. I'm off to lurk. I don't know who she's. Did you find the cap while I was rewinding? Yes, I did. It was on the floor, Allie K. Lena popped in. She's saying hi to everybody. Allie K said, Meri, Lena's here tonight. Oops, I lost my chat. I'm scrolling back in chat. I have to scroll back. No, I was in where Lena came in. I'm down at the bottom now. Brenda says, back from arguing with my personal chef. I don't think he realizes that I'm the boss. Did Red Wagon come in? Hi, Red Wagon. I've looked at Pinterest, but mostly fall back on past things I've done. I already have the patterns. I have a box set with the Lord of the Rings movies, the Hobbit movies, and I watch them every couple years, Brenda says. I never got through reading the book, but I enjoy the movies. I think I read the book in college. I don't, I think our high school teacher had it, but I don't think I read it in high school. I might have read the first book. All right. Let me check the next one here. Oh, yeah, we're going to do the next one. Let me grab the link and put it in chat. Oh, I keep losing chat. Let me grab the URL. So this piece that I'm going to share now is just called Textile. Let me refresh my chat. And this is cool because this will make a nice doodle. So there it is. And did I put it in there? There we go. And let me pin it for folks that maybe want to see what we're doing when. Well, hold on. Now it's wanting to open it. Let me put it in again. I'm just going to say link to. Lemme to. L-E-M-M-E. I wanted link and it put in L-E-M-M-E. L-I-N-K space 2. All right. I'm talking to my tablet. All right. Let me take out the other one. All right. Let's see if I can pin this. Go to channel. Now, 2. I need a longer. I need something to grab onto when I pin it. It wants to go to the link. Come on. I'm trying to pin it. I got remove. Come on. Replace pin message. There we go. So what it looks like, and I have it here. This is kind of cool. Well, when it comes up, this will make nice, fun doodles because it's very simple. It's almost like folk art. Isn't that cool? These will make fun doodles, and they're just playing. And I'm not going to do the whole textile. This is a textile again. But this reminds me of what Rosemary's Oaha, you know, that's what it reminds me of. But it is, let me go into the chat part. It's a textile fragment. It is from the collection of Natalia de Shabalisky, a Russian noblewoman compelled to preserve what she perceived as the vanishing folk art traditions of her native country. Traveling extensively throughout, this is all on Wiki, by the way, so I feel it's Wiki Commons, so I feel comfortable sharing. Oh, not Wiki, the Met, I'm sorry, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Had Wiki in my head. From the 1870s until moving to France in 1902, she amassed a large collection of intricately embroidered hand-woven household textiles and opulent festival garments with rich decoration and elaborate motifs. And as you can see here on the picture, when you go to the picture, it shows several different, like this one is the, no, excuse me. This is the one we're going to work off of here, right here. But it shows, well, that's just the back, but it shows a grayed out version. Look at the dots in there. It shows the textile part of it, the little woven pieces. Isn't that interesting? And we just see the lines. We don't see it until you go to a detail close up. If you would look at this close up, let me hold it up closer so you guys can see. I know if you go to it, you can see it, but look at the fabric. Look at the little stitches in there. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Now, I might just do one bird and put those in as little squares. That would be fun to do. And let's look at the next one. And oh, look, it is. Look, see, they're showing the stitching. And this is just one piece. I mean, it's just one. It's very, they zoomed in on it. And that's the last one. But this is cool. I like this a lot. But here, and I don't see much on this. It's pretty. I think it's the back side. You can kind of see something on there. Yeah, it says back. But this is the front. Let's go to the front here. Whoops. Wrong one. Come on. This is the front. And as they zoom in on those pieces, they're all filled in. So let's pick a bird or an animal. Let's pick this, just this area right in here. And we're just going to doodle that. And this is why I like to go to I like to download this stuff and put it in my library because I have issues with this. All right, we're just going to do that on here. And, you know, it is kind of folk art. Now, that's done in gold. I should really do this on black paper. I have black paper, but I don't know my gold marker out. Let's see if I can reach a gold marker here. Hold the phone. Pull out a set. They're always here when I don't want them, and then when I want them, I have to hunt for them. The gold ones. Here. And let me get a piece of black paper. And pen plus gear, which I missed terribly from Walmart. I don't know. If you have them, hoard them, because they may not come back for a while. I'm looking for a piece of black paper here. I got it out. I just have to find it. Come on, what did I do with it? Well, there's the red. A book, a book. Here it is. So we're going to do that bird. And I might try to put in some of the greenish dots on there too. And it's the same size paper. And these, I buy these every now and then, but I don't even think you can find these on the market retail anymore either. Pen plus gear from China. Yep. We're not going to get into the politics of it, but it's so sad that it has to affect our playtime. We were happy. We were happy until, well, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. We were happy until. Let's go back to refresh my chat. I keep losing my chat on this tablet. Refreshing it there. Oh, good night, Kathy. Oaxaca, 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 Oaxaca. Thank you, Allie K. Allie K helps me pronounce those hard words like chameleon. Oaxaca, Oaxaca, Oaxaca. Thank you, Allie K. Doesn't it look like Rosemary's? And of course, now this was Russian. And let's see how this gold shows up. I might have to use another color, but oh, it shows up pretty good. Yeah, it shows up pretty good. So we're just going to draw. And it doesn't even have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And you don't have to worry about it being perfect. Just get in there and play. Get in there and play and draw you a folk artsy bird here. My bird might be a little fat in the tummy, because that one's kind of fat in the tummy too. And look, it just has 4 lines for the feet. Very simple. Mine looks like it's trying to sit down. And then the tail feathers here. Oh, is there 3 of them? Oh, I was going to do 4. All right. Well, there's only 3. So we'll just give it 3. And it's got a dot, a dot, and a dot. Now, if you zoom in on this, you can't see it too much here, but there's also some green mixed in there. And I think the green comes off of the textile. Well, let's give it a, its beak looks like it's open, like that. And then for the top of the head here, it's got a crown. And then it has all these dots in there. And I might put some bluish dots in just to kind of, although I do think the blue that we saw, although they zoomed in on a part of this. Now, I don't see this as being stitched in the same way, but it must be on something. Well, we're just gonna, maybe these are French knots. I don't know what they are, but we're just gonna put dots in there. And I think its tail is actually longer than mine. Mine kind of has a short tail. So that's what makes it fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. Doodles don't have to be perfect. How fun was that? Now, it's got a pretty branch going off over this way. And this branch on here actually goes into the mouth. But I'm going to make mine a little on the outside. And it comes down around like that. And down like that. And then it's got pretty leaves. Like so. And one in here. Like that. And another one over this way. And this is just one little motif off of that textile piece. And then it's got a little branch coming this way. And one going up that way. And one coming out this way. And it has dots. How cool is this? Now this would be fun to do slow stitching, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be fun to take this entire piece? Go look at that from the link that I put in there that says 22222 and click on the picture and zoom in on it. Don't you think it would be fun just to get out a piece of dark material and a colored thread? It doesn't have to be gold, and just slow stitch this. And look, there's all different animals. You could draw out your animals. Wouldn't that be fun to slow stitch? I think it would be. I still have to do my shamrock. I still have to do my March. I better get at it. Today's what, the 24th? Today's the 24th. I still have time to get it done. About a week. What, 8 days left, I think? Now I lost my bird. He's up here. And so that's all there is to this. And I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm happy with it. Well, I might put in some of that. They got kind of a bluish color here. Let's put some of that in here. Just to kind of give it some. And they didn't do the tail. I'm going to do the tail. I'll do the tail in all blue. And really, I could do the leaves in blue too, but I already did them in gold. But you could do some where you do the motif in blue and add gold accents, like all your outlines in a blue, and put gold accents in it. This is gold with some blue accents in it. And he's kind of sitting on I think I'll draw a line there just to have him sitting on a curve like that. And maybe I'll put a leaf in here. Isn't that fun? And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Now, I could see doing this with a hot foil pen too. All right, now to write on this, I'm going to see if this white ink pen will. I got some more Jelly Roll pens the other day, but so this is titled, let me go back. Oh, it's here, Textile Fragment. Textile Fragment. What did I miss on here, Allie K? Did you see anything I missed? Russian. From Met. And I'm going to put OA for open access. I don't think I did that. OA stands for open access, which means public domain. And the link, I'll put the link in later. And I'm just going to sign it over here. Just for my reference, because I'll be putting this, I'm going to put all of these in a journal. Now see, I could do something else on the back of this. Maybe I'll do another one of these on the back, just for the fun of it. And this is March 24th, 2023. I almost put 2014. Whoops. Oh, those release papers are giving me issues. Looks good? All right. I'll move on then. It kind of reminds you of batik. It does. That could very easily be done in batik. And what you could do is do all these lines. In fact, could put notes on here. Could be slow stitching. Let's put, let's just put slow stitching, because that's what I immediately thought of. Slow stitching, batik. I could put uses here. Use slow stitching or batik, or just doodle. You could doodle all sorts of animals. This just happens to be a bird. Let's see if I think they have mostly birds on here, but there might be some other odd-shaped ones. I think they're mostly just birds faced in different directions. Well, we could do a butterfly. Let's see if I can do a butterfly on the same technique. So I'm just going to start it out, and I'm just going to, just doodle it. And let's give it a little head and a wing, a body, and a little wing here. And remember, this is just folk art, kind of. This isn't any, these are just doodles. But as you're looking at these, as you look through the library, if you do something like this on your own, I could spend entire afternoons just looking at the open access library. As you're doing this, make notes of things that you could do. Like we said, oh, it could be batik. It could be slow stitching. It could be a pattern just for a color book in a way. Maybe you want to keep your kids happy. and make notes of those. And you may, oh, let's do a butterfly. You know, you could do different things. Now let's get out the, well, let's put one of those tulip flowers that I did before, if I can remember how it went. It went like this, and it came down this way, and it came down this way, and then it had those diamonds that I forgot to color in. Something like that. And let's put a, and bring that down like this. And let's put a leaf out this way. Like that. Doesn't have to be, perfect. Now, but let's fill it in the same way with, only I'm going to make bigger dots here on the wings and smaller dots in here. And it's just for fun. Now this isn't off of the textile, but you could do dogs and cats and snails and caterpillars, and do them all in the same technique. And let's get out the gold, and let's put gold dots in here. Oh, I was going to put gold down here. Oops. We'll fill it in with some gold. Just forgot what I was going to do. So this is kind of picking up on a technique. Filling in these areas with dots is kind of picking up on a technique that you could use in other doodles. And this could very well be expanded into a beautiful, maybe not my butterfly. I think I would prefer maybe a little bit more angular wings on him, but I'm not going to complain. But Marty was it my morning stream? And she said she'd like to be doing more live streams, but she wasn't sure she could come up with enough fun projects. And my answer to that is get started. Get started. Just like this. I copied this from the textile. I mean, I just learned off of it. I didn't trace it or anything. I got inspired from that, and that inspired me to do this. And as you do things, and not just Marty, but as you do things in your own art, you go, oh, I could do this. Your ideas kind of flow from actually getting in there and just getting started on stuff. Get started. I think I'll make that a journal spot. Start. And don't worry that it's not perfect. Just start. And all I'm going to do here is date it. I'm just going to say butterfly in same technique. Butterfly in same technique. And then I'm just going to date it March 23rd, 2023. And then I'm just going to sign it because I really didn't look at anything to do that. All right, let's move on to another one. That was fun. And there's a whole bunch of things you could look at here. Although I will say, I think on here, they're mostly the same, but you can observe on here. all of these birds, whoops, I got out of it. Let me go back in. All of these birds over here are right side up. On here, there must be a segment of a piece because this row here has, well, there's a couple of upside down ones on this side. That bird's upside down. This bird is upside down. But all these other birds are right side up. Got a couple of upside down birds here. That one and that one. So it'd be interesting to see this entire fabric to see if that's a consistent theme or if they did a Meri thing and goofed. All right, let's go to another one. The next one, let me grab the link here and put it in. Let me grab it. Hold on. And I'm going to put 33333 because I have trouble pinning them unless I. Thank you, Allie K. Hi, Dana. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me put in a long line of threes because that's what I'm going to use to pin it with. Otherwise, when I touch the link, it'll want to go to the link. And this is a dish. Let's go. Let me pin it. Come on. Replace pinned message. There you go. So let me go to it on here. It's a condiment dish. And what caught my eye on this was not only, and it doesn't have to be a textile or drawing or anything like that. You're looking at the designs, and I'm looking for things that I can doodle. So I saw this image in here, but I also like this weaving. Now, that's probably a pretty common, maybe a Zentangle theme, weaving. But I'm doing doodle. I'm building my doodle library. So this, I didn't tag this. Let's tag this as animal shapes. I'm going to put tag animal. And it's also floral, but it's a bird. A-N-I-M-A-L. And the same over here. Tag animal. And then when I put them in my journal, I'm going to categorize them: animals, flowers, buildings, whatever. All right, so now we're going to just do, this will probably be geometric weave. We're just going to look at this segment of that condiment dish. And we're just going to do a doodle. And maybe you're bored at work or something. And whoops, actually, I'll get it here and leave it. But it's actually, this could go on the black too, but I'm going to do it on paper, blackened paper here. So I'm going to try to keep it curvy because it is curvy. And I'm just going to imagine that this is ribbon that's being woven in and out. Over and under. And let's see. I want this one to go over. I don't want to lose track here. I can very easily lose track of it. And this one will go over. And this one will come under and over, and this one will go, let's see, this one went, well, actually this looks like it went under, but it's actually going over. So it's going over this way and over this way, under this way and under. Does this go over? Yeah, let's see. Let me figure this out. Did that go? This went over. This goes over. So this comes over. That went under, so this goes. This comes over here. I think that's where I'm missing it. Over, yeah. Over, under. I think it goes over up here. I lose track. And this has to go. This has to go over. And this would come over here. Boy, I have to think about this. All right. So this would go over. And this would go over. That would go under, and this would go over. You think I would have it. And this would go over. And I'm just doodling. I'm just doodling. All right. You probably get into a routine of doing this, but I have to kind of think about it because I haven't done it before. So this one would go over this way, and this one would go over. And this one would come over this way, and this one would go over. I'm going to do one more row. So that one went under here, so it would go over here. And then there would be another piece coming over this way, which you kind of lose track of. This goes over and under and over and over, under and over, something like that. And then it's just squared off here. And then it has a rim to it. But you could do a whole page of that. I'm not going to get into doing that whole page because I'd have to think too much. I'd have to think too much, but I am going to go in. Let's go in with some of that gold. No, let's go in with this dark maroon. And let's fill in the corners here. Just to kind of give it some depth. Let's see, that went over, under, and over. And I'm just going to color that in. It's a little, maybe it got loose. So this is doodling. These are Meri doodles. This is what I like to do. I like to go out to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and grab something like this and learn from it. I don't do a lot of that. Now let's take my black. Let's take my black and go around this just for the fun of it. Just to add some fun to it. And, you know, keep it what you do. Keep it simple. If you make a mistake, well, you could do another one, or just learn from your mistake. Try again. All right, so I'm going to call this motif 1. Find my pen. Where's my little pen? Did I put it back? Greens, colors, white pen. Here it is. I'm going to call this motif 1. And then on that same dish, it's the link I put in there, 3 link. I'm going to do this motif, which is just kind of a heart-shaped diamond type. I'm going to do it much smaller. Maybe I'll do it over here. And I'm going to do it with the black again because it shows up. I think I did this one in gold. I used the gold for this. I could do it in gold and outline it with the black. Let's do it in the gold. So it's very simple. And start in with a heart shape like that. And put a diamond in there. And another matching as much as you can heart shape. Whoops, I keep losing it. Something like that. And then it doesn't come to a point. It has a, and then it has a little flourish out that way and a little flourish out this way. It's got the diamond in the middle. And this comes around like that and kind of has a dot at the end. And the same over here. A dot at the end. And then it comes into a diamond shape like that. And another little diamond in there. And let's see. Oh, see what I did? These actually stop there. So I altered this. There's a space in there. So this is not exact copy. This is a design flaw on the part of the doodler. But let's just come around like that and put a something like that. This part in here is not what this is. But that's okay. I'm all right with it. It's fun. It's an alteration of the design. It's a doodle. Doodles aren't meant to be perfect. Now, I could doodle on this design and, you know, put little black, maybe little dots around in here. Doodle it up a little. This is a condiment dish. I also have a pretty floral in there. I'm not going to do that one, but that's very pretty. And they got another floral over on this side. These two match, these two don't. And we'll just doodle this up a little. So you might be seeing me do a lot of this because I want to build an art journal of doodles and I want to document them. Okay. let's put a black dot in each one of these. And this, and this, which is not even, but maybe the dish is tilted. And let's see, let's bring a line down like this. And like this. And what do I want to do? Do I want to do more dots? I do. Let's do some dots on the inner part. And bring it down this way. Now this is me playing all the dots and the colors, but I think I'll leave it. We'll call it good. Well, maybe I'll put a smaller diamond in there. There. So this will be called motif 2. Sort of. Number 2. And this is condiment dish. And let's get it's done in porcelain by the American Porcelain Works. The date is 1885. And Union Porcelain Works. Union Porcelain, you know, they had to have designers for their dishes. AIN Works. United States. And Met Live Open Access. And then I'll put the link. I'll come back and put the link in because it'll be fairly large. And it's porcelain, and I'm just going to sign it down here and date it for my own reference of when I did this. Sometimes I go back and when did I do this? And so I'm looking at dates on adjacent pages. So there's my third page of doodles. What time is it? It's 9:30. So I've done 3 pages and it's almost 10 o'clock. Tomorrow is 4th Art Saturday. I'll be going live at 4:30 in the morning. The theme is button. I said buttoned up, but it's button. So I know what I'm going to do. You guys. So I'm all prepared. We're going to do one more. And I've got several more in my library here, but we'll do them on another day. I'm just building that's a white page. I want a cream colored page here that I cut. I'm going to build a library of doodles. And now they won't all be full page images like this. Some might be half page, some might be. Let's see what my next one is. The next one I have is, let me look at it here, see if I want to do that one. Oh, I think this was, oh yeah, this will make nice doodles. We'll do this one. Let me go back and get the link. This will make a lot of nice doodles, especially for you, those of you who like geometric. Let me copy the URL and I'll put 44444 because I want to pin it. Hi, Kellyanne. Welcome, welcome. I'm doodling tonight, Kelly. Let me type in here. Whoops. My tablet is slow. 44444. I'm doing a long line of numbers because I need to grab onto it to pin it. And it's hard to do on this tablet. Let me paste the link in. So there's the link if you want to go look at it. I'll show it on my let me pin it here in chat, and then I'll show it on my other camera. Replace pinned image. So it's pinned, so folks that might come in while we're doing this will have something to look at if they wish. So let me, how I turned off my phone. Hold on. Let me go back out here. So I can do about 4 of them over the course of a couple hours. I opened some mail when I come on, but look at all the doodles you can get off of this image. And this is just called well, let's see what it's called here. Let me look at it here. Well, it's in Dutch, German. I can't read it. I called it an illustrated page. Designed by Hans Hofmann, German, active in Strasbourg, 1556, and published by Jacob Frolich in Strasbourg. Illustrated title page. That's what I'm going to call it, illustrated title page. With Hoffman's monogram, narrative scene on verso title page. Dedication 2 pages, 49 pages of designs. So I don't know if they have the others in here. I don't see any. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, go scroll down the page. Ooh, we might do these because there's some animals. Oh, look at these. Oh, look at the... Oh, I'm going to download it, and I think that's some sort of a tree creature. Let's see what else is on that page. They got a bird and another bird. Well, maybe I'll go back and, oh, wait, there's more here. Let's see what else is on here. Oh, and there's floral. Oh, save that link. There's just, oh, man, how many are there? Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, wow. Look at these. Oh, these are cool. You could doodle forever on these. That looks like a title page, maybe. And there's a picture, and I don't see much I could doodle there. I could draw, but look at this. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I'm going to do this one right here. And I might even do part of the, let's download this image. Save image. And open in my gallery because I want to clip it and come in closer on it. So I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to come in and expand this. Oh, come on. And maybe bring it down like that. And let's change the lighting on it a little. Make it there. Okay, let me save this and come back into my library here. My gallery. Bop, bop. There we go. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. I can't get rid of that menu until I bop, bop, bop. There. So we could do this the same way on black paper with a gold pen, and maybe this silver and what's the other color? They're kind of a, it's kind of a, I think it's supposed to be copper, but I get red. No, this one kind of get some red tones out of that. It's really pretty. If you see these, sometimes people don't buy these as much as they buy the black ones. You might see these yet on the shelves at Walmart. I would encourage you to pick them up because they do work very nice. I don't know if Walmart's just quick carrying pen plus gear, but these are nice markers. I'm so sad to see them off the shelves, retail. I don't know if they're on the website or not. So this will be the last doodle that I do tonight. Bye, Angie. Thanks for coming in. Random factoid, Kelly says. The penguin is the only bird that can swim but cannot fly. Ah, poor little penguin. You better stay close to the water. Doesn't he kind of shuffle when he walks? Now, this paper's thicker than what? Do I have 2 sheets here? I do. So we're going to do, this is Hans Hofmann. He was a German artist. And here again, I'm studying him. I'm not trying to be him. And let's do this one in landscape mode, because it's fairly wide and I'd like to get a little of this on there. I don't know how much of the frames I'll get on it, but let me expand this. That's as much as I can. Now, I think these are supposed to be deer, but they've got really the let me get out this piece of paper, this white piece, or I could do it on, let me get it here to show you what I mean. Let's practice the deer before I do them on black paper. He's got an elegant body, but his body almost looks like a leaf shape. Kind of like that, and like that, and then it comes like this, like that, and kind of curves around like that. Isn't that something? And then it has sort of a leafy nose area here, like that, and kind of like little leafy ears. I don't know if I can do this facing the other way. So, and his tail kind of comes out like this. And then for the mane, he's got a mane, and it's thicker. Well, I'm going to make it thicker. And it kind of just comes out like that. And then he's got antlers here that come like that. And this other one, it really is not curved. It's really kind of like this. More of a scalloped line like that. And he does have an eye. And then this leg comes down like so. And he's just got a short little tail. And then this other leg kind of just maybe trails off this way. And it's just kind of curvy, like a leaf almost. And he's got one leg here, and the other leg is kind of coming up over this way. Isn't that cool? Now, can I do that? Maybe if I look at this and turn this one over when I do the other side. So let's do it on my black paper and see if I can do it in gold. And I think I'll keep my paper out over here so I can see it maybe. Can I tip it up? Come on, there. Okay. That's my silver. We're going to do it in gold again. And I'm going to expand this again. Dot, 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 dot. Come on. I can't. This phone drives me crazy. There. All right. Maybe I'll draw the fountain first. And I don't want to make it huge because I want the horses to go around it, or a deer or whatever they are. I think they're deer. And so we're going to start right in here, I think. and it's a bowl shape, something like that. And I might have to do this more than once to get it. And it's got a rim, and it comes, and you know, these shapes in here are not perfect either. If you look at these shapes in here, you can see that they're not perfectly drawn architecturally. They're just kind of like little doodles, like that. And it's got a center piece there, and it comes around like so, and then it has these kind of little scallops around the bottom. And I'm just kind of mimicking them. And then it's got a piece underneath of it, and then it's got that same tulip shape that I was doing before. That must be a familiar motif to a lot of the artists, because there's that same kind of tulip shape, and that's an upside down one. And it kind of comes like that, and it has a centerpiece like that, and then it comes out like that. Now up at the top, it's got three kind of horizontal ones longer here. My pen is too thick to draw them perfectly. And then it's got a piece that flares out this way, like this, and comes like that. And then I'll come back and put these in. Something like that. And then this kind of goes like that. All right, now let's see if I can get the deer in there, minus this part up here on the fountain. I don't have this leaf shape going out over there. So I need to get that deer's head fit. Well, let's start with this foot, because this foot has to come hit this right over this fountain, and on the other side too. So that'll kind of give me a reference point. And then the head shape, kind of, like I said, it kind of forms I see a kind of a open floral like that. Is like that, kind of a interesting shape for a horse or a deer. Kind of comes like that, and then down like that, and like that, and then the other leg comes down this way. Now I don't know if I can match it over here. He probably traced it. I mean, you know, to get it to look geometric. If I was doing this online, I could set it so when I draw on this side, it draws on this side too. You set a center point down here, and it draws. If you draw here, this mirror is a mirror image. Okay, we'll put a dot in there for the eye, and I kind of got the my pen's too pinpoint is too thick to do a fine point smaller one horse here. But then his antlers come out like, and I'm making these too wide. And then there's another one that comes like that. Mine's not as elegant as his, but then he's got the mane coming out here. That helped. I got a funny nose in there, but his legs are kind of funny too. And his tail comes out like that, and then he's got a leg coming down, just kind of like almost like a stem, a vine, like that. Now, I don't know if I can mirror that over here. I can get similar to it, but I can't, I'm not that good that I can do an exact mirror image. But we'll try our best. So it kind of comes like this, out this way. This leg comes out like that. Maybe it's too thick, but... And then this body kind of comes, whoops. Well, that's how I have it. I'm not gonna change it. Once I put my line in ink, it is what it is. Like that. And his head comes up this way, and it's funny to see the nose on this because they're very pointed, like a leaf almost. And then he's got two little ears coming out like so, and then the antlers are this one kind of comes down a little, and then he's got that very pretty mane. And then this leg kind of comes down like that, kind of just very slender, almost a vine-ish organic leg. Not too bad for mirroring them. They're generally the same size. Now let's go back in this and put in the shape up here, which I'm going to have to kind of squeeze it in over here. It comes like this, kind of comes down and up and around like that. Oh, it's prettier though. And kind of comes to a point there, comes down, kind of a leaf shape. That might be too big. This is actually bigger. Let's put another line out here for the fountain. Okay, let's do this something like that on the other side. So it comes out around his head and kind of down, well, sort of like that. Something like that. All right, so now I'm not going to put in the entire, let me go back into that other picture. Oh, do I still have it out there? Yeah, I do. Let's grab this picture again and edit it. Oops. And I want to bring it. Am I editing? Yeah. I want to get this shape in here, just a little of it. And so it would come, we aren't going to get the whole thing. I don't think I'll do those lines, but I can do this right in here. Let's just expand it. So this is the back of this right-hand side horse, and it's got this loop. So we're going to put that in there. And that would be fairly easy. Just make a loop like that. And then it's got sort of a line coming this way, this way, this way, and this way. And then this one, the loop comes up this way, and the line, this piece comes under it and down. So this one goes over it, and this one goes under it. And this comes over this way and this way. And we have a piece that comes under this piece and over this piece. So under, and it goes way down. I'm just gonna make it go down. And that's really all I need to do. And in fact, I could do it like this. And that's really all I need to do. Let's see, this goes over. I mean, I could put another piece here. Let's see, that goes under. So this goes over here. And that goes under. Something like that. You'd have to really study that out, but it just adds, I'm not going to do it on this side. It just adds a little bit of, so I'm pretty happy with this. It's just a doodle. It's just looking at various things out there in, and I got several links. I got about 15 links. We only got 4 of them done tonight. I'm going to write here. I'm pretty happy with this. This will go in my doodle library. And I'm going to reference where I get this in case I want to go look at it again. I'll also keep it a soft copy of it too, but where's my white pen? All right. So this is Hans Hofmann. I'm just going to say illustrated page. And my tag is going to be animal. And this is doodle art. This isn't meant to be a beautiful drawing, although I could see this being done in batik. I think Lizzie was in here earlier. Was it Lizzie that said it looked like it could be done with batik? And this is from the Met. And I'll leave a link. But I'm also have the soft copy of the link. And I'm going to just write my name and I know these are doodles because I'm going to put them in a doodle. I'm going to compile a doodle art journal. And I might just put these in page protector so I can pull them out. We'll see. I'm not sure. And I could do something on the back, but it's getting late. I'm not going to tonight. Because I need to get up early tomorrow morning. So we did 4 of them tonight. And, you know, notice when I do this, I'm not worried that this looks exactly like the picture that I was working off of. I got inspired by it. And it's its own piece of art in itself. I could see doing this. So I could see slow stitching these last 2. Or that one on black. Let's see, I want to put these pin plus gears are not going to fit in my super tip box. I'll keep them out separately. I have another one. Where did it go off to? What happened to? I have it in my hand. Isn't that something? Here it is. It's hiding up here. I'm going to put those in the pan up here. And these go. So tonight, that's what I worked on. I might do this more often because I'm having fun. And that's what you should do. Do something. If you're at a point in your art journey where you're just You know, you're tired of doing art journal pages, you're tired of doing cards, you're tired of doing ATCs. You don't know, you just kind of think you lost your mojo for it all. Just doodle. Just start and do something. Doodle something, even if it's squares and filling in the spaces between the squares. Just doodle something. I'm just going to fit these in wherever I can find a space for them here. This stationery box makes a nice, these aren't going to fit. Fit in here. This stationery box makes a nice box. I've got another box that I might end up using because this one's getting kind of full. And I put a rubber band around it and it gets shuffled to the bottom of everything. It gets shuffled to the bottom. Whoops, that's my art journal. That's not gonna sit on my art journal. Hold on. Gotta get it put away there. So we did this one. We did this one from the condiment dish. We did this one from a textile. Well, that was mine. This was Oaxaca. Oaxaca! Allie K says. And we did this one. We did 4 of them tonight. So you might be seeing me do a lot more of these because they're fun to do. And you can relax while you're doing them because a mistake is okay. It's okay to make a mistake. You know, I want to put, let's try that reddish color. Let's see, is that it? No, that's the silver. Hold on. Is this it? That's the gold. It'll be the last one I pull out. That's the blue. Where's the pinkish red one? Where did it go to? That's the black. I had it in my hand. Oh, green. Here, it's this one. Let's see how that looks. I think it's supposed to be silver, but it's, no, is that the gold? No. Yeah, it's that one. Let's see how that looks on the black. I'll turn it over with those where I did those butterflies and see how it looks on here. I'll just put, yeah, it's kind of a silver red color. I don't know if you guys can see it too well. I think I'm going to do that. I almost feel like I'm going to color in those deer. I could make them dots, but and I don't know if you guys can see the pink tones to that. I'll hold it up closer. I want to leave some black lines in there. Let's do this. You see, Mary's got to play with it more. Poor Hans. Now I don't see the red on this. It kind of blends in. Let me hold. I see it on the deer a little. It's kind of holographic in a way. Let me hold it up. I don't know if you're seeing it or not. It's got a pinkish tone to it. I don't see it as much here as I do on some other. There. You can kind of see it. I like it. I'm not going to do any more to it. I'll leave it alone. I think. No. Where's that blue? Let's do this in blue. Let's just play just a little bit more tonight. I have to get up early tomorrow, so I can't play too much because I'll oversleep and they'll, where's Meri? She's hosting this hop and she didn't even show up. It's all about buttons tomorrow. It's all about buttons. There. I'm pretty happy with it. Don't look at this part over here. That goes to that. I'm pretty happy with it. Ooh, I like it like this when I hold it like that. This needs more color on this side, but we're going to leave it alone. I think I'll use this as my thumbnail. So thank you guys for hanging out with me on a Friday night, giving me a couple hours of your time. Even if you were up in the balcony, that's quite all right. I understand on a Friday night, a lot of you have had long weeks. You want to relax. I want to relax. And this is one way to do it. This is one way to relax, is to doodle. So go to those links out there that I threw out there and try your hand at looking at some of the motifs on those pages. And try your hand at doing some doodling. Good night, Becky. Good night, Allie K. Becky said, I'm off to bed. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll be on tomorrow morning, the 4th Art Hop. I'll be on at 4:30, and the videos will come live at 5:30, will be published, and you can watch them at your leisure anytime at all. If you do, encourage the artists, because you know they give up a part of their day. They're busy people, and time, it just seems like time this past month has flown by for all of us, and they have to take time out to shoot the video. But you're a big part of it. You're a big part of the hop when you come and watch and encourage, get some ideas, but also encourage the people that hop. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Have a great weekend. Good night.